Welcome, fourth graders, to your summarizing fiction lesson for today. Let's get started. You're going to watch a short film with me, and we're going to fill out the summary of the short film in Seesaw. So, as you're watching the lesson, when it's time to add a response, you're going to write the title of the short film on page 1. Then you're going to fill out the 5 sentences with me in order to write a Fab 5 summary. So, let's get started. Your objective for this lesson is I can summarize the important details in a fiction story while maintaining meaning and sequential order. And also, good readers know how to pick out the important parts of a text. A good summary will include the characters, problems, and solutions of the story. You want to be able to write a summary to make sure you understand what is happening in the text. The word summarize means a short recap. Fiction means it's made up. It contains the story elements, characters, setting, problem, solution, theme, and it's not real. Sequential order means from beginning, middle, and end. It's an order. Sequencing is putting things in order. Good readers are able to place the events of a text in order. This skill will help you to retell and summarize the text. That's what you're going to do today. Let's recap. The story elements. The pieces or parts that make up a story. The characters are the people or animals who are important to the story. The setting, the time and location where a story takes place. A problem is the main issue, the struggle or conflict that the characters are up against. Key events, the important events or actions that occurred during the story. The solution, the way that the characters solve the problem. Good readers understand the characters and setting in the text. They can pick out the problem and solution of the story. Being able to find these 4 things will help you to comprehend, meaning understand what is happening in the plot of the story. So what is a summary? So once again, you're not writing anything until you write the summary at the end after watching the short film. So I will let you know when it's time to add the response in Seesaw. A Fab 5 summary. A summary should not include all of the details. A summary is a short recap of what you read. The Fab 5 model will help you make sure you only have the important parts. So once again, a summary is a short recap of the important parts. In order to write a Fab 5 summary, you have to answer these 5 questions. Ooh, and that's misspelled. Let me fix that really quick. You have to answer these 5 questions. The first question is, using the keyword someone, you have to ask yourself, who are the main character or characters? Someone, that's a keyword. The second keyword is wanted. You have to ask yourself, what does he or she want? That character. The third keyword, but. What got in the way? What kept the main character from getting what he or she wanted? The but is a problem. So far we have someone wanted but. So, the next keyword, the so is a solution. What did the main character do? What did he or she do to get by whatever was getting in his or her way? Then the last keyword, in order to write a Fab 5 summary, then, what happened at the end? Did the main character get what he or she wanted? Basically the finale, what happens at the end? So in order to write a Fab 5 summary, you have to ask and answer these 5 keywords. Someone wanted but so then. The steps to writing a summary. Somebody. List the main characters. Wanted. What were they trying to do? But. What problem did they have? So. What did they do about the problem? Then. How did the story end? Answer these 5 questions and then you have a summary with the important parts. The short recap. So we're going to watch Dia de los Muertos, a short film. So, was this short film fiction or nonfiction? This short film was fiction because it was a made-up story, a fantasy. We had our characters, our setting, the where and when, the location, the problem solution, and the theme would be that it's okay to let things go, family's important. Someone from that short film, who was our main character? Our main character was a little girl. Wanted. What did the little girl want? The little girl wanted to be reunited with her mother. She missed her mother. But what was the problem facing the little girl, the main character? What was she facing? The conflict. She gets pulled down to the underworld, to Dia de los Muertos world, when she's visiting the mom in the cemetery. So, what's the solution? What happens next? She is playing and having fun in the Day of the Dead world. Then she gets reunited with her mother in the Day of the Dead world. So that was our summary using the 5 keywords: somebody, wanted, but, so, and then. So whenever you write a Fab 5 summary, you have to use those 5 keywords in your summary to start off your 5 sentences. Someone, wanted, but, so, and then. Get ready to write in the text boxes now. So add a response in Seesaw, and we're going to now write our summary. You're going to answer someone. Who is the main character in the first text box? Wanted. What does the main character want? But what gets in the way of what the main character wants? So what does the main character do? Then how does the story end? And we're first going to write the title. So follow along with me. What's on my screen should be on your screen. Type in the text boxes. So the title is Dia de los Muertos. So write that in the text box on page 1 in Seesaw by adding a response. Now we're going to fill out page 2 together. Someone. Who's the main character? The main character was the little girl. So that's our first sentence for our Fab 5 summary. At the end, you'll have 5 complete sentences, 5 sentences. Wanted. What does the main character want? The little girl wanted. Notice how we used the keyword wanted to start off that sentence. The little girl wanted to pay respect to her mother's altar and misses her. So pause and write that in the first 2 text boxes. Someone, wanted. And for the first sentence, we don't have to use someone to start off the sentence. We can just write the little girl. But on the other 4 sentences, you do use the keywords. But what gets in the way of what the main character wants? But she gets pulled down into the land of the dead. So that was the problem. She gets pulled down by the flower. So she explores the land with a skeleton and has fun. What does the main character do? So she explores the land with a skeleton and has fun, and you use the keyword so to start off that sentence. Then, how does the story end? You write, then she finds out the skeleton is her mother and feels happy. So at this time, please pause and write your summary. Write in the text boxes and complete someone, wanted, but, so, and then the 5 questions. So you have completed the Fab 5 summarizing fiction lesson. Can you write a Fab 5 summary? Of course you can. Remember, you have to use the keyword someone, wanted, but, so, and then. When you're done writing the summary, meaning you've typed up, you've written the sentences in your text boxes, click the green check mark and turn this into Seesaw. You know what to do. Thank you for watching. Here's summarizing fiction lesson.